What makes horror truly terrifying? Is it the monsters, the jump scares, or is it the mystery hiding behind every shadow, making you question what's real and what isn't? Today, we're counting down 7 horror mystery movies that don't just scare you, they trap you inside puzzles filled with dark secrets, supernatural horrors, and unforgettable endings. These movies combine fear with mystery so perfectly that even after the credits roll, you'll still be thinking about them. So turn off the lights, lock your doors, and let's begin. Number 7. The Communion Girl 2022. Imagine driving home late at night. A dark road, no people around. Then suddenly, you see a strange girl standing alone. Would you stop? That simple decision becomes a nightmare in The Communion Girl. Set in the late 1980s, the story follows 2 teenagers who accidentally encounter a mysterious girl wearing communion clothes on an isolated road. At first, they think it's just an ordinary accident. But strange things begin happening. Objects move, terrifying visions appear, and slowly, they discover a horrifying truth connected to an old disappearance. What makes this movie interesting isn't only the supernatural side, it's the mystery. Who was this girl? Why is she appearing now? And what terrible secret has remained hidden for years? The movie slowly reveals clues while building tension. Instead of throwing constant jump scares at you, it creates uneasiness. You always feel like something is wrong. And when the truth finally arrives, it becomes much darker than expected. If you enjoy cursed mysteries with creepy atmospheres, this one deserves attention. Number 6. Hatching 2022. Most people want the perfect family, perfect parents, perfect children, perfect life, but what happens when perfection becomes toxic? Hatching follows a young gymnast named Tinja whose life revolves around meeting impossible expectations. Her family appears perfect from the outside. Inside, everything is falling apart. One day, she discovers a strange egg in the woods. Instead of throwing it away, she keeps it, and it begins to grow. What hatches from that egg becomes one of the strangest and most disturbing creatures in recent horror. This film mixes psychological horror with mystery. You constantly wonder, what exactly is this creature? Why is it connected to Tinja? And how much of this horror comes from family pressure? The movie doesn't rely heavily on traditional scares. Instead, it creates discomfort. The creature itself becomes a symbol of hidden emotions, anger, and fear. And the more the mystery unfolds, the more disturbing everything becomes. This isn't just horror, it's emotional horror. Number 5. Bagman 2024. Every culture has stories meant to scare children. Don't go outside late, don't wander alone, and never ignore old legends. Because maybe they're true. Bagman centers around a terrifying creature from folklore. A monster said to capture children and drag them away forever. For years, people believed it was only a myth. Until strange events begin happening again. As the story unfolds, a father becomes trapped between protecting his family and facing something he thought existed only in nightmares. The strongest part of this movie is mystery. You never fully understand the creature immediately. Small details slowly reveal its history, its rules, its motives, and that uncertainty makes it scarier. Because fear becomes stronger when you don't know what's hiding in darkness. The movie mixes family drama with supernatural horror, creating tension throughout. And some scenes make you constantly look behind your shoulder. Number 4. Talk to Me 2022. What if talking to spirits became entertainment? Sounds fun, right? That's exactly how disaster begins. In Talk to Me, teenagers discover an embalmed hand that allows them to communicate with spirits. At first, it feels exciting. Everyone wants to try it. Everyone wants proof. Everyone wants the experience. But they quickly realize something horrifying. Some doors shouldn't be opened. What makes this movie different is how realistic the characters feel. People make terrible choices, but they're believable choices. The mystery grows because viewers constantly ask, what exactly are these spirits? Why do some become violent? And what happens if you stay connected too long? The movie creates incredible tension using simple ideas. Possession scenes feel disturbing. The supernatural rules slowly reveal themselves. And the emotional consequences become devastating. By the ending, you may question everything you watched. Number 3. The Nun 2019. Old churches, dark hallways, ancient evil. Some places feel cursed, and few horror villains became as iconic as the terrifying nun. This movie takes viewers into isolated religious locations where mysterious deaths and supernatural events create fear from the beginning. A priest and a young woman investigate strange occurrences connected to an evil presence. But the deeper they search, the worse things become. The mystery element works because answers remain hidden for most of the film. Who exactly is this entity? Why is it connected to these locations? And how powerful is it really? Atmosphere carries this movie. Large empty spaces become terrifying. Silence becomes threatening, and every shadow feels alive. Whether you love supernatural horror or creepy religious mysteries, this movie delivers dark visuals and intense moments. Number 2. The Ring, 2003. Imagine watching a videotape, then receiving a phone call. A voice tells you, 7 days. That's it, you're doomed. The Ring transformed simple objects into nightmare fuel. TV screens, static noise, phones ringing, everything suddenly became terrifying. The movie follows a journalist investigating a cursed videotape connected to mysterious deaths. But solving the mystery only pulls her deeper into horror. The brilliance of this film comes from investigation. Each clue reveals another question. Every answer creates more fear. You keep asking, who created the tape? What happened to the girl? Can the curse even be stopped? The atmosphere remains cold and unsettling throughout. Instead of constant screaming moments, the movie slowly destroys your sense of comfort. In the famous scenes, still terrifying years later, this movie proved mystery can sometimes be scarier than monsters. Number 1. The Witch, 2015. Sometimes the scariest thing isn't evil itself. It's isolation. Set in the 1600s, The Witch follows a family living alone near dark woods after being separated from their community. Soon strange events begin happening. Animals behave strangely, people disappear, fear spreads, and paranoia destroys everything. What makes this movie number 1 isn't jump scares. It's atmosphere. The film constantly makes viewers question reality. Is there truly evil in the forest? Or is fear destroying the family? Every conversation feels uncomfortable, every scene builds tension, and every mystery slowly pulls viewers deeper. The movie creates horror using silence, religion, isolation, and psychological pressure. By the ending, you may not feel scared in a traditional way. You'll feel disturbed, and sometimes, that's much worse. So that was our list of the top 7 horror mystery movies that combine terrifying moments with dark mysteries. Which movie disturbed you the most? Did we miss a horror mystery film that deserves a place on this list? Comment below. And if you enjoy horror countdowns, creepy mysteries, and disturbing movie recommendations, subscribe now. Because the next nightmare is only one video away. Did you enjoy this video? Check out other clips of Amazing 7 and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified our latest videos.